What's up all, welcome and welcome back again to our channel All Things With Us, and welcome back again for another amazing video. So in today's video I'm going to be transforming this bed. As you can see, this is a wooden bed and I'm going to be transforming it into a modern bed. This was a 4x6 bed and the client wanted the bed to be 5x6, so I'm going to be transforming this 4x6 bed into a modern design and also into a 5x6 bed. So in short, I'm going to be expanding this bed from 4x6 to 5x6, then transforming it into a modern design. So this is the before that I'm showing you, and I'm going to be starting the process. So now, as you can see, I've started doing the transformation. I did use this circular saw to cut it into two, as you can see I'm showing you, and then use these pieces of wood. I normally use a 2x2s and also 4x4s where necessary to do this transformation. So if you want to do this transformation, you will need 2x2s pieces of wood, and the number of pieces of wood that you need normally depends with the design, also depends with the size of the bed. So I don't have the exact number of the pieces of wood that you will need to transform a bed. I normally just go with the flow, and if I go to the client, I normally just carry more than enough pieces of wood. If they remain, I go back with them. If I use all of them, and that's it. And then I normally use a 3mm plywood to make these beds. So you need 2x2s pieces of wood to make the bed. Also you need a 3mm plywood to make the bed. So this is the transformation. I've started doing the modification. As you can see, also the headboard, I did cut it into two separate pieces and then expanded it into a 5x6 bed as the client wanted, and then I started the normal transformation. I used a contact glue to attach the foam onto the frame, and the foam that I normally use, depending on the design, I normally use either a 2-inch foam or a 4-inch foam, depending with the design that I'm using. In short, you can use either a 2-inch or a 4-inch. Also, I normally use a 1/2 inch to cover some areas that I don't need the design, just to soften the bed. So I normally use a 1/2 inch before covering that part with the fabric. And then for the fabric, because some people normally ask the size of the fabric that I normally use, depending, also this depends with the design that I'm going to be making. So for a 5x6, I normally use around 7 meters of fabric. Yeah, for a 4x6 bed, I normally use around 6 meters of fabric to do the transformation or to make the bed. All these or everything that I normally do depends with the design, because some designs consumes a lot of materials and some don't. So depending with the design, I normally use either 6.5 for a 5x6, 6.5, 7 or 7.5 meters of fabric. But to be on the safer side, you can just buy a 7 meters fabric to do the job. But if you are not a professional, or you are not you have never done this, you can just buy a 7.5 meters to be on the safer side. And this is the design the client wanted, and these boxes on the headboard, also on the lower side, and that is what we did. So basically the materials that you need to do a transformation is a 2x2s pieces of wood. You also need a 3mm plywood. You need the foam, as I told you, 2 or 4, depending with the design or how puff you want the bed to look. Also a 1/2 inch to cover those areas that don't have the design before covering it with the fabric. You need the fabric. If it's a tufted bed, you need buttons. If it's not tufted, you don't need the buttons. Also you need the contact glue. You need the tools to do the job, like cutting tools like the circular saw, hand saw, or any other saw that you can use to cut the pieces of wood. I also have that small saw that I normally use to cut the foam. You need a scissors to cut the fabric. You also need let me see, you need a razor blade, you need staples, you need a hammer, you also need some nails. I mean, basically you can just watch more of my videos so that you can see the tools that I normally use during this process. Yeah, so that is the progress of the design. So now you can see that it's possible to expand a bed or decrease the bed. Especially these wooden beds, you can just increase it or decrease it. And this is how the bed turned out, and I hope you have enjoyed the video. And if this is your first time clicking on our videos, feel much welcome to our channel. Feel free to subscribe to our channel, like the videos, comment on it, and tell me in the comment section what you think about the whole transformation. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell so that you always get notified whenever we upload new videos like this and more. You can also visit our channel, watch more of our content, because we normally post a variety of videos in our channel, that is starting from the makeovers, DIYs, transformation, and many more. So we have a variety of videos that you can watch from our channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back, watching our videos, liking them, and commenting on them. Yeah, make sure to tell me what you think about this transformation today. As you can see, this is the final product. Yeah, it turned out very, very, very beautiful. As you can see, you can't even tell the difference between a new bed and this transformation. So yeah, this is a good way to save some cash. That is, if you want to save some cash, you can save some cash, because transforming is a bit cheaper than buying a new bed. So as I told you, you don't need to throw these beds, these old wooden beds. You can just transform them and reuse them, or you can transform them and give out as presents. I mean, you can see how it turned out, and the job is good according to me. But you can tell me in the comment section what you think on the overall of this transformation. Yeah, so now I'll leave you at this.